Welcome back to Wee Willie Wonderful's Knitted Bunnies video tutorial 5. In the last tutorial we cast on 12 stitches, and in the next tutorial, this one, we're going to be learning to knit stitches. So our pattern states to stocking stitch 10 rows. Stocking stitch is knitting a full row, then purling a full row, knitting a full row, then purling a full row, and counting how many rows we have done. So we can just use a pen to mark them off. You can count them however you want. Just keep a good track so you know exactly where you're up to. So we're going to start with the knit row. So we're going to pick up our knitting needles as we did before. Hold them as here, so hold them. And this is the working yarn that goes to our ball that we're using here. So we're going to go into our stitch like we did before. So going into it like that. So I'm just doing that so you can see what we're doing, and that needle will go behind that one. We're going to go over, pull it through. We're just making sure we keep on that knitting needle at the strand here, which we've just wrapped round. And then the different stage with the normal knit stage is the off. So now this one on your left hand side will be pushed off. Just push off one. Don't worry, won't go anywhere. It's all secure. So that is a first knit stitch. So we're going to use the in, over, through and off just to make it nice and clear. So we're going to go in. So we're going under the loop, but we're putting our needle to the back. That's in. Wrap it round the back and through the centre. Over. And then we're pulling this needle back, but keep a nice hold on it so we've got everything held stable. If we start letting go of things, we may start losing our stitches, which we don't want to do. So keep hold of everything with your hands. And we're losing like that. I've knocked it off, look, as I was doing it. Let's pop it back on. Pop it back on the needle. Right, so we're going in, over, and then we're pulling through, and then off. We can just pull it like that so that just the one stitch comes off. So that is our first knit stitch. So we're going to go in, hold this, over, push that needle back a bit and through is we're just pulling that strand through, and then off. We're just going to pop that loop off. So that's in, over, through and off. That's our 4 stages. So we're going to repeat that in, over, through, off. Now rewind the video as much as you need to. I'll do it from the top a little bit so it's a different angle. In, over, through. So we're grabbing that, just that strand that you went over your needle, and then off. And we're just going to repeat that all the way. So this is a knit stitch. So rewind this as many times as you need to and keep practicing. And we're trying to keep the stitches and the wall just so that it's on your needle without a big gap, but so that it's not too tight, so you can work with it quite easily. Your needle should go in quite simply. If you're having to force it, you're pulling things a little bit too tight. So in, over, through and off. So we're just repeating that the 12 times. Over, through and off. In, over, through and off. It will get easier the more you do it. So rewind and watch those first few, which we'll do slowly. And then we're going to go to the last one, like in, over, through and off. And we have knitted 1 row. So that's what it looks like. So that is a knit row. And the next row we're going to do is a purl row. So practice that several times and watch the video back until you've managed to do that row. And the next video we're going to show you the next row, which is a purl row.